Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Hayward Field here in Eugene, Oregon. Tonight we'll be honoring Bill Bowerman for his longtime service as the Oregon track coach and 1972 Olympic head coach. All he wanted to do was find shoes more comfortable and lighter for his athletes to wear while running. But little did he know, he would be founding one of the most successful athletic clothing and shoe brands in the nation. Let's review our points for tonight. First, we'll be looking at how he founded Nike. Then we'll be jumping into the next race where he was designing and building shoes. Then, last but not least, we'll be looking at his legacy left. First, how he founded Nike. Him and his former student and track and Phil Knight founded Blue Ribbon Sports in 1964, which would later be known as Nike, the predecessor Nike, after the Greek goddess of victory in 1968, where they would build their first shoes together and travel across the western half of the country, selling their shoes at separate track meets alone. When everyone else sees when I see waffle makers, I just think of waffles and the guy occasionally I see on TikTok who just puts random things in his waffle maker and makes random foods. But when he saw them, he wanted to make different shoes out of them. So one morning while he was sitting in his kitchen, he thought of the rubber and the waffle maker. While using this experiment, he founded the waffle trainer, which could grip surfaces without using spikes, but could still grip the surface well. But later that year, another shoe would be released by him, the Nike Cortez. It is also taking some designs from the track design and adding more cushion. Some of you may know the shoe from Forrest Gump, as it is a shoe that Jenny gives him in the movie. Some current day examples are the Nike Dragonfly and the Nike Vaporfly Next Percent. This past cross country season, I actually ran in the Nike Dragonfly, where I can say that it is one of the most comfortable shoes while having the least amount of shoe. While we leap into our next race, we're going to be looking at Bowerman's legacy, where we can see that there is a whole Bowerman track club named after him that ranges from the master levels to elite runners all the way down to youth runners. While Nike sponsors this team, it is one of America's most prominent teams and is currently uprising in the nation. While Nike sponsors this team, they have their own colorways and brands that is given to them while they have top of the line equipment and can also be bought for public use. While we look at the team, our very own Oregon head coach Jerry Schumacher has led 28 separate athletes from the Bowerman Track Club. Some prominent ones are Matthew Centrowitz, who took gold in the 1500 during the 2016 Olympic Games, as well as Evan Jager, who took silver in the 3,000-meter steeplechase, also in the same games. While we review some of our races that we saw tonight, we saw how Bowerman built Nike and co-founded it, as well as how he designed and built the shoes. And last but not least, we saw how his legacy was left and is still being brought on by the Bowerman Track Club. Who knows where we'd be without him in the running game today. That's so bad.